Hey guys, this is Miss Dark, and I'm going to be showing you how to use solver on your calculator to solve equations. It's really important that you guys know how to do this because essentially if you will just put the equation into your calculator, it is going to give you the answer. So we really want to make sure that you know how to do this, and not only that you know how to do it, but you're actually using this function on your DUAs and your EOG. So that's what we're going to be practicing this week in intervention. So if you see here, I have the steps to using solver. Please make sure that you all have a calculator. And if you do not, raise your hand so that your teacher can grab a calculator for you. And then we are going to go through the steps. I'm going to walk you through it one time, explaining each step. And then at that time, if your teacher will pause the video and give you all a chance to write this down somewhere important where you won't lose it. So the first step for solving, for using solver, is to clear your calculator. And this is an important step, I feel like, with all questions because it gives you a chance to start fresh every time. If you accidentally turned on a different setting, this is going to turn it off and go back to the original settings of the calculator. So I encourage you to clear your calculator after every problem, especially on a DUA or an EOG. Particularly with solver, what it's going to do is it's going to take out that old equation that you had already entered, and it's going to let you start fresh and put in a new equation. So to clear your calculator, you're going to do second 0 7 1 2. So second is your yellow button. Start by turning it on. Second is your yellow button. 0 7 1 2. You will know that you have cleared your calculator completely whenever it says RAM cleared on your calculator. That's how you will know that you have been successful. Okay? So now that our calculator is cleared, we're ready to go to solver. The way you get to solver is by doing math 6. Your math key is located directly under the yellow button, the second button, and solver is number 6. You can scroll down to 6 and then hit enter, or you can just type the number 6 and it's automatically going to pull solver up for you. The third step talks about entering your equation. Now that we're in solver, we're ready to put our equation in. There are two important things you need to know about entering your equation. The first is that all variables, we are going to use the X key. It does not matter if your variable is A, H, Y, P. It does not matter what your variable is. We are always going to use the X key. And the X key is located directly beside your 7. To find the equal sign in your calculator, you're going to go to second math, so your yellow key, and then math, and it's going to pull up a list of variables and symbols that you can use, but we are only going to focus on the equal sign. So the equal sign is located in the bottom row all the way to the left in the first column. So you're going to scroll down to your equal sign, hit enter, and you'll see that it plugs it in down here at the bottom. And then you're going to go down again to done and hit enter. And it's going to bring your equal sign up into your equation or into solver. Okay? So then after you do that, the last thing is you're going to hit enter 4 times. When the dot is beside your X, you have your answer. So if the dot does not pop up beside your X, you have not hit enter enough times and you have not gotten to your answer yet. So you need to be paying attention and watching for that dot to pop up. So go ahead and take a few minutes, if you haven't already, to get these steps recorded somewhere in your math notebook or maybe in the front of your agenda, somewhere really important that you guys will not lose. Okay? So once you're finished, we're going to do a couple of examples. So the first one I have here is 3y minus 1 equals 26. And remember I told you that all variables we are going to use the X key. So I'm going to put in 3x minus 1 equals 26. That is what's going to be entered into my calculator. So remember, we start by going into Solver. We start by clearing our calculator. So we're going to do second, 0, 7, 1, 2. It says RAM cleared, so our calculator has been cleared. If you have not cleared your calculator yet, please take a second to do that now. So again, second, 0, 7, 1, 2. From here, if you're having any trouble clearing your calculator, or at any time if you get lost on a step, please raise your hand so that your teacher can pause the video and help you get caught back up. Alright, so now we're ready to go into Solver. So we're going to go to Math, which is located directly under the yellow button. And we're going to go down to Solver, which is number 6. Okay, so it is ready for me. It says Equation Solver, and then it says Equation. It's ready for us to enter our equation. We're going to put it in just like this. 3x minus 1 equals 26. So you put in your 3. You're going to put in your x, which is right beside your 7, minus, and please take note and remember that all of your operation keys are these red keys right here. This is your minus, not this one. This one is a negative symbol. We want to use our minus key. Okay, so minus 1. And now we need to put in our equal sign. Okay, is that light? Let me see. Hopefully you guys can see my calculator screen. It's not too bright on the screen. Maybe that's a little better. Okay. I can move it around some too. Okay. So now we're going to put in our equal sign. So we're going to go to second Math. You're going to scroll down to equals. Hit enter. Scroll down to done. Hit enter. And you will see that it pops up in your equation. So the only thing we're missing now is the 26. So you'll type in 26. Please take a second and make sure that everyone has 3x minus 1 equals 26 in your calculator. If you do not, please raise your hand so that your teacher can come around and help you get that much put in. Okay? So now we're going to hit enter. The last step is hit enter 4 times. Remember, we are going to be looking for the dot to pop up beside our x. And this is what I mean by that. When you hit enter 1 time, all this new stuff pops up. Your x is right here. A dot is going to appear to the left of your x when you're finished. So I've hit it 1 time, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see how my dot popped up? And that tells me that I am done, and my answer is x equals 9. Okay? Remember, that can also be written as y equals 9 because our original variable was a y. Now, we could go through and check ourselves because we would add the 1 and then divide by 3, and you do get x equals 9. So your calculator was correct, but as long as you enter everything in, you should always know that your calculator is going to be right. Okay? I have a couple of different examples for you that I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through these much quicker. If anyone in the room did not get x equals 9 as your answer, if you will raise your hand so your teacher can pause the video and get everybody caught up on the same page before we move forward. All right? Now we're going to move into 2x plus 1 equals 3x minus 3. The difference between these two equations is this one has a variable on each side. So we're going to start by clearing our calculator. Okay? So to clear our calculator, we're going to do second, 0, 7, 1, 2. Again, you'll know it is clear because it's going to say RAM cleared. We're going to go to Math, 6, and we're ready to enter our equation. Our equation is 2x plus 1 equals, so to get our equal sign, we're going to do second Math, scroll down to equals, hit enter, scroll down to done, hit enter. The second part of the equation is 3x minus 3. So 3x minus 3. We're going to hit enter 4 times, and we're watching for the dot to appear. 1, 2, 3, 4. My dot pops up, and my answer is x equals 4. Okay? So you can do it with a variable on each side as well. I have 2 more examples I'm going to go through with you kind of quickly. This one is w minus 3 divided by 7 equals 12. I wanted to show you this one to make sure that you knew how to put in a fraction. Okay, so we always start by clearing our calculator. Second, 0, 7, 1, 2. We're going to go to math, 6 for solver. And we're going to enter our equation. Okay? Sorry guys, my little girl is popping out real fast. So, can you say hi? Hi. Turn that down for me, please. Okay, so, you guys are getting to have a Lily appearance tonight. Lily, turn that down, please, so they can hear me. Alright, so, let's go back to this one. W minus 3 divided by 7 equals 12. So, we need to start by putting in the top part of our fraction. We've cleared our calculator and we're ready to go. Because this is a fraction, you're going to want to enter this with parentheses around the top so that your calculator knows that the w minus 3 all stays together. So we're going to open our parentheses above the 8. In place of w, we use x, so x minus 3. Close your parentheses because that's all the top part of your equation. Do divided by 7, and now we're ready for our equal sign. So second math, scroll down to equals, scroll down to done, and it's equal to 12. Go to the bathroom, baby. Sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead. Alright, so we have our equation in. And now we're going to hit enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see the dot pop up. So we are finished. And it is x equals 87. Or w equals 87. Every once in a while you'll see all these decimals pop up. They're 0.0000. If that happens, what you want to do is just look at your answer choices or either round your answer. But that one is going to be 87. Okay? You can always go in and check yourself. If you get the decimals, you could go in and just check yourself by doing 87 minus 3. And then divide that by 7. And you do get 12. Just to make sure that 87 is your answer and you didn't need the decimals. So for the last one, a minus negative 3 equals 18. We're going to clear our calculator. So second, 0, 7, 1, 2. We're going to go to math, 6. This time we have a minus negative 3 equals 18. We're going to use x for a. Use your minus. And remember, this is minus, this is negative. So we've entered our minus, now we need our negative 3. So negative 3 equals, so second math. Scroll down to equals, scroll down to done, and put in 18. You're going to hit enter 4 times. Watch for your dot to pop up. And this one is x equals 15. Okay? Alright, so hopefully now you have a good understanding of how to use Solver. If at any time you forget, refer back to your notes where you took the notes to remember how to do it. Or ask your teacher and they can help you. Okay? From here, you're going to go in. We have 2 different worksheets that you guys are going to work on. The first one is what did the farmer do when his chicken wouldn't lay an egg? So you're going to start there. Your teacher's going to work with you through a few of them. And then if you finish that one, you can move into Viva la France. So hopefully you guys now have a good understanding of using Solver. Please make sure that you are actually taking the time to enter this into your calculator. It is much easier than solving these equations by hand. So good luck and have a great day.